Welcome to the Pageantry Podcast.
And today's very special Pageantry Podcast guest is your recently crowned Miss USA 2021, Elle Smith. Elle, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to speak with you today. You've been very busy, hard catching up. I know that your schedule has been just maniacal, to say the least. So if you're ready, we're going to jump right into this today. What does a title Miss USA mean to you?
It is such an honor to represent the United States of America. It represents hard work. It's an honor to represent the states. You know, you take so much hard work to get to that moment, and then they call your name and you're thinking, what in the world? It's such a whirlwind moment. It's such a surreal moment, but it's such an honor, you know, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm proud to be Miss USA.
You were a novice coming in to the Miss USA with only 3 pageants. Second woman from Kentucky to actually capture the crown of Miss USA. What has the reception been like from your family and friends?
You know, they were just as shocked as I was. They never expected me to win. I remember when I told my mom I was competing in Miss Kentucky USA, she was a little hesitant because she was like, what is the pageant world like? We don't know. And so when I got to Miss Kentucky USA, she said, shoot for top 15. That's it. She was telling all of her friends she's only going to get top 15. And then when I won, I think she was a little shocked. And so at Miss USA, there's a video of her when I won, and her face is just, what in the world, you know? So they've all been along with the journey. They've been so supportive, but this is nothing we ever expected.
What originally interested you to even compete starting late in our industry?
You know, I had been thinking about it for a while. A girl from my high school won the teen title. And so that was my first, little bug of pageantry. That's where I got bit. But I waited until I could afford it, because we all know pageantry is an expensive passion. And I wanted to be able to pay for it on my own. So once I got my first reporting job, that's when I immediately signed up. I started in October at my reporting job, signed up in December for Miss Kentucky USA.
How do you feel your job as a broadcast journalist helped you within the pageant?
You know, there's so many skills that transcend from the reporting world to pageantry, especially those communication skills. So as a reporter, you're going out and you're speaking to different people with different perspectives every single day, and you rely on those communication skills. And then as a title holder, you're expected to go walk into a boardroom, talk to CEOs, talk to 3-year-old little girls or boys, talk to veterans. And so I've relied heavily on those communication skills, and it's made the transition between jobs quite easy.
And obviously being very active at your university, you were actually vice president of the National Association of Black Journalists. What got you really involved with the group at the university?
You know, I was really involved in the university's College of Communication. They have a ton of opportunities for students and journalism students. And so a professor, Kaki Urch, said you need to participate in NABJ, because NABJ is such a resource for students of color and getting them positions in the media world. And so I started, I think, my sophomore year, and the opportunities just grew. And thankfully for NABJ, that's the only reason I landed my job in Louisville, is because of NABJ. So it was more of a support group where we could feel connected and talk to our peers about the classes that we were going to and our goals and passions.
What do you enjoy most about working within media?
People are my passion. And so reporting, going out and talking to people, I loved it. I loved how each day was different. And then I also love the creative aspect of it, having control of a story and the videography aspect, shooting. My father's a photographer, so he passed down that love for me. And I think it all comes together. So all of those things make me love it.
And you have had a whirlwind month, unlike any other recently crowned title holder. Let's talk a little bit about, you capture the crown, you immediately fly to Houston, get your fittings, immediately to Israel to compete in Miss Universe. What was that experience like with no downtime or no prep time?
Craziness. And the interesting thing is, when I was preparing for Miss USA, I told myself I was preparing for Miss Universe because I knew there was such a quick turnaround, but I don't think anything can prepare you for no sleep for 48 hours, hopping on a flight to Israel, and then being in a new country and being ready to compete again. But it was almost beneficial to be in competition mode from Miss USA to Miss Universe because you were just like, okay, I'm just going, it's just an extended Miss USA kind of with new people. So it was a surreal, crazy experience that I will never forget. Never forget. I've never been so tired in my life, but it was fun.
And you placed top 10.
Yes, it was such an honor. It was such an honor. When they kept calling USA, I was like, I hope I'm making everyone at home proud.
And of course, upon returning, you immediately jumped into your duties, and you actually traveled to Kentucky to support those who were affected by the tragedy of the tornadoes. How did that affect you?
You know, I was in Israel when I first heard about the tornadoes. And so I was trying to get the most accurate and factual information while I was there. And so when I came back, I knew that was the first thing that I wanted to do. And I don't think pictures can really prepare you for the devastation. People have lost everything. I remember I went to a family's home and it was just the foundation. And I had thought that they had cleaned up. And no, they told me, no, this is what we came home to. There was nothing, no furniture. Their boat had been taken by the tornado, everything. But these families are so resilient. And I'm so thankful for the support the country has shown Kentucky. But they'll persevere, but they're just going to need some help.
And how can people help them?
There is still the Western Kentucky Relief Fund. People can donate to that. And we had a toy drive with the First Lady, Brittany Bashir. That unfortunately ended right around Christmas time. But the Western Kentucky Relief Fund is where people can still donate.
Can you tell us a little about your support of cervical cancer awareness?
Yes. So when I was picking a platform, I got a coach in preparation for Miss Kentucky USA. And she said, you don't have to have a platform, but if you want one, you can have one. And I said, I want one. And I know exactly what I want to do. So my grandmother was my favorite person in the whole entire world. We know grandmas are the best, but she was my favorite. And unfortunately, she died from cervical cancer in 2015. And it was devastating for our family. We still feel the impacts of it today. She was the matriarch. She held us all together. And so cervical cancer is something that I was passionate about. And as Miss Kentucky USA and now as Miss USA, January is actually Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. And so throughout the year, I'll be working with the National Cervical Cancer Coalition to bring awareness and to have those discussions in hopes that no more women, or we can decrease the amount of women that die from cervical cancer.
As someone who took part of the arts in high school, why are the arts so important to society today?
Oh my goodness. You know, my mom instilled the love of arts for me from the beginning. I can sing every Broadway show tune. You can test me, I can sing it. But I think it's such a way for students, for people to express themselves. And I think during the coronavirus pandemic, I think we saw the importance of the arts because we were stuck at home and we watched theater, we watched movies, and we really leaned on the arts. And so it's such an important outlet for me personally and for so many people in my life.
Have you had any time to decompress or slow down whatsoever yet?
You know, I did. I got the holidays off. So I got Christmas and New Year's off, which was absolutely wonderful. It was wonderful to spend time with loved ones and, you know, take a breath and not have to be ready, makeup ready all the time. So it was good.
It's early. What are you looking forward to most as Miss USA?
Oh, there's so much. I think being in LA will be so fun. You know, it's going to be drastically different than Kentucky. So I'm a little nervous for that change. But, you know, exploring the entertainment industry, being Miss USA and traveling and representing the country and meeting new people. You know, I said people are my passion. That's what I want my year to be about. And so I'm excited for that. There'll be a lot of opportunities, but it'll be a great year.
What's it like working with the new Miss USA organization?
It's been wonderful. So I hadn't competed under any other organization. So Crystal's leadership is all I know. And she's done a phenomenal job. I told her after I won, we were on our way to the airport. And I said, you guys did an amazing job. The behind the scenes, it was professional. It seemed like it was ran well. We always felt taken care of. It was organized from the front to the beginning. And so she's done a great job. And I think I'm happy to be the first Miss USA under Crystal's leadership. And I'm excited to see what she does with the organization over the years.
How can fans follow you throughout the year?
Ooh, so you can follow me on the official Miss USA account, which is at Miss USA Instagram. But then you can also follow me on my personal account, which is official Elle Smith.
Is there anything you'd like to discuss that I may have been remiss in bringing up?
No, I think you did a good job. You asked me everything I would want to talk about.
Is there anyone that you would like to recognize?
Oh my gosh, the list is so long. My Proctor family, from the beginning, they supported me. So Melissa, thank you so much. I couldn't have done this without you, and all my sponsors. And then the Miss USA team, Nancy, I'm going to give a shout out to Nancy. Nancy's the best. And then everyone who has supported me along the way. I couldn't have done this without you, and I hope I make you guys proud.
And Elle, I want to thank you for your time today. And today's very special Pageantry podcast guest has been Miss USA 2021, Elle Smith. Elle, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Bye, guys.